To create and edit our audio files, we're going to use a free program called Audacity. You can download it at audacity.sourceforge.net, and there's a link at the bottom of the video. Now, down here you find the version that is for your computer, and then you download it and install it. So you can download whichever version you want here. There's usually going to be a stable version and there'll be a beta version. So just download the most recent version that's stable. Usually is the best one, or you can try the beta version. It's up to you. But just download one and install it by clicking the link there. Make sure that your system requirements meet the minimums and pick the right version, and away you go. Okay, now we'll run the install process. Just click your language here and then continue with the install. Accept the terms, the usual stuff here. Take all the defaults, and then we'll launch Audacity. Here's what the Audacity interface looks like. Pretty simple. Record and play it back, and then you can edit your audio recording. Now we're going to need a plugin called Lame. What Lame does is it turns an Audacity file into an MP3 that can be played on your website. So back on this page where we downloaded Audacity, you'll see down here that we have Lame. So we can download the Lame encoder. So go to the Lame download page, download the proper version here. All we have to do is save this on our computer somewhere. The first time we go to export an MP3, it will ask us for the location of this file. Okay, so for Audacity on Windows, we'll download this file here. But if you're not using Windows, you need to have a look and find which one you need to download. Now we'll save this to our computer. And then I have to unzip it as well. Okay, so we went through unzipping before, so we'll just unzip this one, and then it'll be all ready for when we get to that point with Audacity. So we'll go through just a basic tutorial on how to use Audacity, and then you'll be able to record your voice to create audio to put on your website. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is to set our audio device for our microphone. So go to Edit, then to Preferences, and then go up to Audio I/O, and over here in Recording Device, pick your microphone out of the list. Whether you want it in mono or in stereo, if it's going on a website, make sure it's in mono. Okay, that's really all you need to set in here. There's some other settings in here. Really, you don't need to set any of them other than what we've already set. But there are lots of other things that can be set within Audacity. However, this is just a simple tutorial, so we're going to just go with the minimum you need to know to get some sound onto your website. Later on in the video series, we're going to show you how to put these audio files on your website. Okay, so now that we have our audio device selected, all we have to do is start recording from a microphone. And to do that, all we have to do is click the record button, and then when we're done, we hit the stop button. It'll show up inside here, and then we can edit it. So we'll click the record button, and as you can see, its sound is popping up in here. And if I want to edit some out later, we'll be able to do that. So now we'll click stop. Okay, that's it. You've already recorded your sound. Now, what you might want to do now is edit any mistakes out of it. For instance, if you did some ums and ahs, etc., what you can do is you can play through your audio until you find the mistakes, and then you can take them out. Now, to edit out our mistake, all we have to do is find where those mistakes are and play through them. So we start at the beginning, we play through until we find the beginning of our mistake, and we pause. Okay, so this is the beginning of our problem here. So all we could do is grab the selection tool here, click on that, and then we'll select some audio here. Now that I have the area selected, I can envelope that area, and then when I click play, it will just play the selected area. Now what I can do is I can go back, click select up here, and then when I move my cursor against the edges of the timeline that I have selected, I can push down on my mouse key, my left mouse, and I can drag it to where I need it to be. So let's say I wanted to get rid of this area. Now if I hit play, can fine adjust that. And if you're having trouble, you can hit the zoom in here. This allows you to move more timeline here with less sound being moved because you've zoomed in further. Makes it a little easier to make fine adjustments. So once we've got the area selected we want to get rid of, we just click the cut here, and that has now cut out our mistake. We just repeat the same thing throughout our timeline again, and all of our mistakes are out, and then we're ready to export it. So we can zoom back out here, and here is our entire recording. If we need to zoom out another spot, we can do a selection again and say we wanted to edit out this pause right here. Then what we could do is we could envelope it. Let's play. And same thing again. We can zoom in. We can get our select tool. And once we're satisfied with that, cut it out, and we're all set. Now what we should do is we should save our project. So save project, and it's just telling you that you're not saving a sound file, you're saving an Audacity project. And you're probably going to want to do that in case you need to come back in and fine tune it. So just click OK. You can tell it not to show this anymore. Click OK and save it to your computer. Now what you want to do is export your sound file. So you do a file, and then you do an export. And then you can give it some tag values up here if you want. Put your name in here. Any of the things you want to put in here, you can put in. And then click OK. Now, when you are saving it, you can, first of all, you're going to give it a name here. Whatever you want to call it. Then you pick the type of sound you want down here. You got wave, you got different types here. Now remember we downloaded Lame so that we could use the MP3 sound. So click MP3 and save. Now remember I told you that it was going to ask us the location of the encoded file. Audacity needs this file to create the MP3. So we can browse for it, and then we grab it here and click OK. And it has saved it to our desktop. Here are the parameters, and you can open it and make sure that it runs. So that's how you can create simple audio files using Audacity.